Hi, this is Ramesh Batavia. Welcome to my show. Straight from my heart is based on my own experience of life in its various moods and colors. Do click on the like and subscribe buttons. Help us keep in touch with you. Straight from my heart is powered by the Inner Circle, which is a self help organization, and its members have sponsored each one of the episodes. Right, folks, let's start. Hello there. Welcome once again to my show Straight from My Heart. Today, I feature a gentleman who's been a friend of mine for more than four decades. Belonging to a typical conservative Gujarati family from Nagpur, Dilip Kamdar has led a checkered life in terms of business and in terms of social achievements. He has been a leading light of most of the voluntary associations as well as the industries association in the Vidarbha region. The national president of Indian JCs in 1983 and a very passionate person by nature. Welcome, Dilip. What is the significance of the word Naivedyam? And can you please trace the history of the Naivedyam group, Dilip?
Thank you, Ramesh. For the listeners and the viewers, Naivedyam is a very well-known brand of hospitality outlets consisting of restaurants and banquet facilities in the city of Nagpur. Naivedyam is a Sanskrit word which means food offering to the gods. And right from the time of inception in 1979, we always believed that the customers are no less than the god. So all the food offerings to them has to be purest in its form and the tastiest when the customer enjoys that. At the same time, we have tried to create an environment which is very conducive for them to enjoy an experience whereby they come back time and again. After having completed almost more than 40 years in this industry, we have 4 restaurants in Nagpur and 2 banquet facilities, whereby our restaurants serve the customers, giving them the choice of multi-cuisine, including the North Indian, the South Indian, and the international ones. The banquet facilities are known for their opulence, their beautiful banquet halls, 7 of them, and the kind of cuisine and the menu that we serve, making each and every event that is hosted there something for people to remember and talk about for time to come. And all this is possible because we are fully involved with each and every aspect of this. My brother, Raju, who is the founder of this group along with me, has been instrumental in naming the group as Naivedyam because at that point of time, there did not exist a single establishment in whole of India which used the name Naivedyam for a restaurant or anything to do with food outlets.
You have been an extremely intense person in all the 4 decades that I have known you. You've tackled everything with the kind of detailing that has always left me amazed. What is the role of passion in all your endeavors?
The food industry is a difficult industry to work in. You need to be a totally hands-on guy. More than that, you need to have a lot of passion. Passion to succeed, passion to always better your own best. Between me and my brother, now that we are fully concentrating on our banquet facilities, we have been part of more than 4,000 weddings and umpteen number of events which require special care, special facilities, and special utilities. So, all this is not possible if you are not passionate about it. You have to be passionate about what? You have to be passionate about everything that you do. When we were conceiving first facility of ours, we suddenly realized that the first interaction that we have with our customer is not inside my facility, but it is outside where he is looking for a space to park his car. And then we struck upon an idea that every time he has to be received, there has to be valet, he has to be received there, taken to the place where the event is taking place. This is the kind of passionate involvement we have. We don't leave even a small detail for somebody to deal on the spot. As far as possible, it is all planned, all designed, and all offered as per the need of that particular customer. How much the passion plays here? It's totally a passionate game. You have to be 100% involved. You have to be always on top of it. You cannot leave it to chance. So everything would be automatically coming then when the passion is there. Without passion, it's not possible. And now, if you ask me, how many days do I work in a year? My answer would be very simple. I don't work anytime because hosting event has become a kind of a hobby for me. It's a passion where I try to beat myself every time I get involved. Every time when I do a function, I must sit down and then analyze as to where I could have improved. And the next time that things come into play. So I believe that passion is the only key to succeed in an environment where competition is very fierce. And I don't believe there is any field of life now where there is no competition. So be passionate about whatever you do and see the success will always be there.
You notice from Dilip Kamdar's very successful career that passion has played a big role in it. Down the ages, passion has always been the hallmark of great leaders. What is passion all about? Passion is that intensive feeling about something that you do which converts the ordinary to the extraordinary. You might love all children, but you're passionate about your own. See? That small difference, that indefinable difference that brings in passion. So you will say, how can I bring in passion in my life? 4 or 5 points, very easy. Surround yourself with passionate people. The Kamath brothers, Nikhil and Nitin Kamath of Zerodha are an example of what I'm talking about. When they set out to establish Zerodha, they didn't go and talk to people who are beneath their own social circles. They went and actually initiated conversations with people who are far more experienced than they were, who are far more knowledgeable than they were. And somewhere along the line, they also imbibed the passion. You should develop a constant desire to learn. I know of people who are at the age of 60, 70, learning something new. If you recall from history, the former president of India, Dr. Radhakrishnan, started to learn a new language at the age of 69. And people asked him why. And he said, why not? Passion means developing that intense desire. Also understand that it's okay to make mistakes. Passionate people are not perfect people. No, by no means. They are people who are passionate. And in the process, they make mistakes. If you read Bill Gates' story, you know what I'm talking about. Today we are all going gung-ho about Windows 11. But those of you who experienced the earlier versions of Windows, you know how much of a headache that one was. You know how much the computers used to hang and how 404 became the anthem of every software professional. It's okay to make mistakes, but it's great to learn from those mistakes. Something that I have done all my life is that I have kept changing my businesses every 5 or 6 years. Why? Well, I've taken up as unusual an idea as possible, converted into a business, built a brand around it, built some systems around it, built customers around it. In an appropriate time, I've sold it. 9 businesses so far. All of them debt-free companies. All of them profit-making companies. Is my way of avoiding boredom. I don't want you to go through such expensive ways of avoiding boredom. But try and make small changes in your routine. From your house to your office, try and discover as many new ways as possible. When you go out to a restaurant, look at something new on the menu that you've never tried before. When you go abroad, look at places which have not been talked about in any travel magazine. This is how passion gets developed. I've been a great, what shall I say, a great, let me see if I get the word right. Addict? Not really. Believer, yeah. Believer is the right word. Believer in the power of visualization. When I was driving a Standard Herald way back, and that was the 70s, I think it was in the late 70s, and it was a second-hand car, and it was almost due to be sent to the scrapyard. I would dream that one day I would drive a Mercedes. Now, this kind of visualization constantly taken up often, most often, results in reality. So, in conclusion, passion is nothing else but doing ordinary things in an extraordinary way, being different from other people, and intensely falling in love with your work. Until the next one, bye bye.